everybody. It's good to see all of you on Facebook and on Zoom. Admit. Okay, so we're going to be having some of the brand ambassadors show you the use of colors. And with that, I'll go to Letiza so she can explain that. Hello, Letiza.
Hi, John. Hi, all.
Hello,
Welcome,
Giovanni.
everyone. So, hello. Here we are in our studio.
Good to see your
So,
faces first before we see those swatches. So I'm gonna
welcome from
intentionally
Rome,
put your
Italy.
frames first.
So,
Okay.
today, okay. Today we are talking about the red and browns with all our brand ambassadors. So Giovanni, Sabine, Loel, and Angela, and maybe some other two. And we are going through the four red, so the quinacridone coral, the cadmium red medium, the permanent red deep, the alizarin crimson, the original version, and then the burnt sienna, then the brown, burnt sienna, and burnt amber. And we have, of course, we have the tubes, and also of this range we have four sticks available. There are quinacridone coral, the alizarin crimson, but we also have the permanent version, and then the burnt sienna and burnt amber. I don't know if the camera could focus better. Anyway, Giovanni will show, and the colors are have different tannins. There are different series from series 1 to series 3. They are all semi-transparent, but only quinacridone coral and alizarin crimson are transparent. Mind that alizarin crimson is our fugitive color, and that's why we have the permanent alizarin crimson that is not fugitive. And that's all, I think. So it's a beautiful range because you can go through the warm colors, warm red to the cool red like the alizarin. So Giovanni can show some watches of this.
Thank you. Okay, starting with one of my favorite colors, quinacridone coral is a central color because it is with one pigment. Start with simple show of this color. Oh, sorry.
There is an autofocus, so we'll see.
Okay. I'm tapping for him to focus. And show on wet the drop for explosion is not too fast, but it's very particular because it's separating in two parts, the center and on the
Kind of
alone. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful.
Kind of ring.
Yeah, the second red is cadmium red medium. It's very strong red. And in wet mode for dropping is too fast. Very, very interesting this. The third red is permanent red deep. Another beautiful red. Is a little dark.
Cooler than the previous.
Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect for the rose flowers. And on wet. Oops, sorry. The drop is not too fast, but it's very interesting because opening in various ray. Okay. The last red is alizarin crimson. Very strong red. perfect for create for mixing with blue, for create a various range of purple, violet shade, and wet. With the drops, very fast and opening. Okay, and now continue with 2 browns. Let me change my shades. And starting with Bart Sienna, is a beautiful brown shade for all the landscapes. This color is very important in the palette. Okay, wet.
This is a typical brown. Both of them are pigment brown 7.
And the drop is very interesting for opening. The last is Bart Amber, another brown, most important on the palette. Is more yellowish inside. It's perfect for creating a shadow effect on the brown. And wet. And the drops is not very fast opening, but remain this perfect hole and perfect to a various wet effect. And last, I'm mixing this 6 color with the lunar black for the granulation effect before, for example. No, oh, sorry, lunar black, okay. And sticks, I apply before. One shade of lunar black, and the first is quinacridone coral. Oops, for my focus. And like, okay. The layer of lunar black. For cadmium red medium. Wait to exploding in the lunar black. The red is a permanent red dip. And red. Is a alizarin crimson. And obtain this texture. But for example, try to change the sequencing. I apply the alizarin crimson, for example, here. And little drops of lunar black. And obtain another shade of this red. And continue with the 2 brown with lunar black before and after. Okay, Bart Sienna. Barta Amber. Okay, and change my sequence. Barta Amber before. A drop of lunar black. Marzienne. A drop of lunar black. To obtain this different shade. Okay, and now the last sheet of paper, I use this 6 color with titanium white, queen coral. I focus. And drops of and white to create this beautiful pink shade. Okay. The cadmium red medium. Beautiful pink shade. Permanent red deep. For this pink shade. Very interesting. And the last is a little in crimson. Gold. Titanium white. Obtain this. And continuing with Bartien. Okay. And obtain this desaturating color. And the last is Bart Amber. And obtain this coffee brown shade. These are very funny mixing, simple mixing, but I have a lot of range of this red and brown. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Giovanni.
So we go to Sabine now.
I'll put in the other camera with Sabina first so that you could say hi to everybody.
Yes.
There.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here. And tonight we have, I think, an Angela special because it's very romantic colors. We are in red, and red, I think it's a special energetic color. And these are the first reds Daniel Smith have in the catalog. And so I'm happy to show them. And for me, this red and special sienna and burnt umber, they are special together because women like roses and chocolate. And for me, it's a special color for chocolate too. Not just coffee, I think it's a little bit chocolate. And so we have two things. That one, this is quinacridone coral. Looks very nice and very fresh and very young. And then we have ultramarine crimson. It's a little bit more, when you take it with blue, so you become a very good violet. And the next one is the cadmium red medium hue. It's a very good red. It's not, it's more a little bit cold. And the next one is the permanent red deep. So we have four special reds for roses, for me, for roses, and burnt umber for chocolate and burnt sienna too. So, but I have make a landscape too. And you see, I make it and I think, okay, I make a little bit a mistake. And so I cut it and I have a three-dimensional work. So I can choose it a little bit and can look. And I make some cards for the colors so you can see all limits what the colors are given to you, all shades. And on the back side, I have some little mixes and I make some pictures on it. Was my work on the afternoon. And now we are on the roses. And I show you a very simple way to make roses or to create roses with this fantastic reds. So the first red I try is the quinacridone coral. And I go on the rose back. Oh, I think my camera is going for oh, what's happened with my camera? I go with my book. Okay. So I go inside quinacridone coral. And I just, this is not a brush I want to show. It's a other easy way, but I must take the color on it and later I take it out. So this is my first step on that rose. But second, I show you this special way to make the rose very easy. Make a little place here. Okay. I have a special brush and you can spread it a little bit and dip it in your color. And then you can make a little bit a stem. And so we go on, I show you. First the color on a plate. I think it's not enough. Look, in a coral, I show you. And make it a little bit wet. And then I go in the color. It needs much color. And now you make the stamp on it. Just show. And now you have the inside of a rose. But when I spread it, I want to test it don't test it before, but now we are live. That's the best time to show something. Okay, so we can work with it. I just need a liner. And just make some lines. And with a flat brush, oops, where we are here. You can go in and make some bigger lines. And later I go inside. Okay. Later I go inside and make more one layer of the other.
Sabina, can I read you a comment?
Yes.
Okay, Sylvia in Facebook said your delightful chocolate, roses, and red mixing descriptions are luscious. Though through a romantic lens, is a very cool way to enjoy your work. There's never enough romance in art for me.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it. Yes, it's every time it's time for roses and chocolate, I think. And so don't miss the time and don't every time you can make it.
February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Was that a question for me?
No,
That's
it
an-
wasn't a question.
Ah, okay.
She was saying Valentine's Day's coming up. Another excuse to eat chocolate.
Yeah.
And to give roses.
And it's just a time for take color out and take color in. That's the secret of paint roses.
What paper are you using, Sabina?
This is Bauhong soft pressed. Yes.
Is it cold pressed?
No, it's hot pressed.
Ah, hot press, yeah.
Yes. And that's the special paper for lifting. I love it very much for lifting because you can take very much, very good the colors out.
Yeah, that's true. What about the brush? What is this brush? I had never seen it.
Yeah, you can have it in, I see it in three sizes. This is the biggest size. We call it's window leather. And when you are a good housewife, so you have it at home and can make it by yourself, you can clean windows with this leather. It's a normal leather and in a special way put it together and so you can create some things with it.
Then I'm a very bad housewife because I don't have this brush.
Me too. Me
Sabina,
too. I must buy it. Yes.
Sabina,
Yeah.
we now go to Lo, and while Lo is sharing, maybe if convenient, you could possibly adjust just a little bit the camera because from my screen it's a little not really blurry, but if you could just zoom out just a little and get it focused, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that looks better. We get to see the other
Thank you.
parts.
And I don't
as
know what my camera make with me. I don't know.
So we'll
She
be
is a little
back
bit crazy.
with Sabina in a little while. Now we welcome Lo. Hello, Lo.
Hi. Let me switch cameras.
Okay.
So we're doing play today. Let me get all focused in. So the colors for today, I had Twin Coral, Alizarin Crimson, Burnt Sienna, and Burnt Umber. They are not colors that I use very often. And so a game that I like to play when I'm picking up a color set that I'm not super familiar with is this one. So I took the four I had and I combined sort of originals with the brand new, right? So I picked up Earthy Light Red, one of the newer colors to go with the original colors. And I made a mix of Earthy Light Red and Alizarin Crimson. And so this is the palette that I'm using. I started by putting down tape, and I on purpose did it very irregularly because if I make it too uniform, then my brain is going to try too hard. Whereas if I don't make everything the very same shape, if I include some angles and some cutaways, it just gives me a little bit more freedom. So the goal is just to take away all of the expectations, remove all the expectations, and just play to get to know the pigments and how they're going to work together. And by doing so, I'm able to find new loves, new little pieces that I like, and create these little bits of magic that serve as inspiration for future paintings. And so it starts like just a horrible mess, actually. Um, so I'm partway through. I think I'll go ahead and do some work with the dagger brush and maybe add some petals, and I'll paint for a little bit. And then if we come back at the end, I'll do the tape reveal where I take this sort of play strategy, and when the tape comes off, it looks just awful, but then you peel the tape off and you say, oh my gosh, I have all these wonderful little moments that I've captured and how the pigments play together. But again, the most important thing is just removing all those expectations and just having fun. It doesn't always have to be an intention to go in. So, whether it's getting to know new colors or just have a few minutes to paint, or maybe, had a tough day or something and just want to meditate and enjoy. This is a little game that I like to play for that. So I'm going to pick up some burnt umber to make my branches. And part of the game is to extend it across the different areas here and make it sort of continuous.
I love these graphics.
Thank you.
It just looks like you're sprinkling chocolate all over it. It's great.
That's the idea. It's just so freeing, because so often we sit and paint and we have some expectation in mind. And this is a great way to just take all of that away and just have the relaxation and the joy of it. And so, yeah, just,
Lowell,
yes, ma'am.
are some of them still wet or are they all dry?
There's a
the
mix.
It's a
Yeah.
mix. Okay, yes, I thought so. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I've been kind of playing since we started. And so I did a few panels and dried them. And then, so yeah, I've done a couple different layers. And so, yeah, I'm just going to add some petals. I'll probably come back and add some geometric shapes. And so, yeah, it's just all about meditating, getting to know your materials, and then find those magic moments to serve as inspiration. Like even right here with that alizarin crimson kind of backflows into the burnt umber. I love that. And the bloom that happened here and the combination of the geometrics and the organic shapes. And the tape is just art tape. I think it's about a 1/2 inch wide, and so it'll remove really easily. And this is my mix with the alizarin crimson and the earthy light red. And again, I'll just splash. In the end, I'll put some gold on it as well because I love the iridescent gold. And I love the idea of combining the sort of old with new, the original colors with one of the brand new colors. The earthy light red just makes such a nice combination with all of these. And then I can also come in and just add, I'm going to turn it around, add some dry brush strokes to introduce some other textures. And maybe come back to my little geometric touches here. So yeah, just pure play. And so do a layer, dry it, come back, add a little bit more.
There is a comment on Facebook by Deb. She said, "This is lovely. Thank you for reminding us that sometimes we just need to play."
Yes, remove all expectations. It'll change your whole mindset. And again, this idea, like grids are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I do find that if I make things all weird and angly, that my brain is then not trying so hard to make something fit. And it also shows you at the end when we get done, at the very end, I'll peel the tape off. And it's that wonderful idea of how you think that there's a big mess, but then you take a layer off and there's all these really great surprises underneath. Maybe just splash some water in, get some textures, some more alizarin crimson. So I'll do this, bless you, when I'm getting to know any kind of new palette, or like I said, in this case, colors that I just don't pick up very often. So again, we're making the mess, but at the end, when we come back, we'll peel away that layer and see what's underneath, what surprises we've got. So a little bit of earthy light red. And I love that the alizarin crimson will do such nice blooms. And of course, the siennas and umbers are going to have the beautiful granulation like the earthy light red has. So paint for me is primarily just meditative. We'll pick up some little puddly bits. we've all gotten really quiet. I guess we're all captivated.
Loving it. Absolutely. Barb says, Lo, your playground is so fun. And Diane said, sorry, you can't make a mess because you are so wonderful.
Well, there might be a couple of I'm sort of channeling Carrie Waller, I guess. When you put colors down, I am sort of tending to say, make sure I have it in 3 places, kind of balance it out. But it's letting go of composition, letting go of so many things, and just enjoying it. There's not enough just enjoying.
You just
Maybe we'll
talked
get
about on the topic pre-live how therapeutic even swatching is, like, right, Caroline?
absolutely.
Sorry, I should say I was muted. Absolutely. Swatching is so cool. And you learn so much about the paint and the mixes just by playing instead of challenging yourself to produce a piece of art. The swatching is a very important learning journey, which makes all of your art better.
You're here. I've learned more from swatching over the past 5-6 years than any successful painting I've ever done.
When I teach classes, one of the big takeaways, I'll stop everything and just say, be generous with yourselves. And that means being generous with the materials. Take a big piece of paper, take big dollops of paint, and give yourself that gift of just playing and enjoying and freeing yourself.
Thank you, Lo. We
Yeah,
will
come back
get
at the
to
end
Lo
and
and the rest. Yeah, and then now we will have Angela. Angela. Here we go. Your
Hi,
front cam
everybody.
first.
Hi. I have done a few swatches, and you remember that last week I did some painting on cold pressed and on hot pressed paper. So guess what? I did swatches on hot pressed paper and on cold pressed paper. So to see the difference, you see the same colors and see the difference in the textures and everything. It's something I enjoyed very much doing. And as Sabina said, these reds are actually my colors. I love these colors. I love reds. They are very inspiring for me. And so I enjoyed these swatches and these mixes a lot. I don't know if I can show them close by or if I should take my camera.
So beautiful, Angela.
Thank you. Thank you, Erkin. This is, as you can see, cadmium red medium and lunar black.
You're taking swatching to a very high level, Angela.
Thank
And
you.
your color mixes.
This is just for me playing,
Angela, you could have an exhibition just by matting
True.
and playing these.
Yeah, absolutely. I
pieces of
had thought
art.
about that. I thought I will have to to frame them.
I mean, each one is fabulous.
And you see these, so there are 2 types of black. I wanted to try 2 types of black. You see, this is the lamp black.
Lunar and lamp.
Yeah. And so here there is a bit of a, oh no, it's not a reflection. It's actually white paper. Burnt umber and lunar black.
Is
Again,
this the hot press or the cold press?
this is cold pressed. I'll show you the no, it's hot pressed. Sorry, hot pressed. This is hot pressed.
You know, Angela, this is a perfect example of how it's not just about shade of color, but there's so many properties to each color that's different. We've got different pigment particles, different types of granulation or no granulation, and it's just so beautiful.
Yes, exactly. Some colors can get also, when they get mixed with others, they can become granulating, because they take up the property of the other color. And here I wanted to use the Gamboge that was from last week, so with alizarin. Look at what orange, beautiful orange.
That one on the left looks like a watermelon slice.
Absolutely, yes.
Cad red medium hue and
Yes.
halo yellow green.
Oh, that green. I love it to that red.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
complementary, and
Yeah.
they are beautiful. Yes.
Wow.
And this one,
Oh,
Strawberry.
strawberry, yes.
oh wow.
Coral,
The inner side of the strawberry.
yes, there is a bit of chocolate here as well for you.
Mhm.
Ooh, chocolate strawberries.
Chocolate strawberries, exactly. I sometimes eat an ice cream that has exactly that color. Red, permanent red deep and ultramarine here. Alizarin Cambodian phthalo blue. Here I introduced the phthalo blue. This one is very atmospheric. But none of them is as soft as Laurel's colors. I love the softness of those colors. Burnt umber and yellow ochre. And this one I like. Burnt sienna and piemontite. I don't know how they sometimes become like that. And this one, Queen Coral, a lovely color for me, and phthalo blue. And this one you have seen. And now check the difference with these. I also like the effects on this paper. You see the Queen Coral and the phthalo blue.
Angela, you have a special eye for romantic, from romantic green to your romantic reds today.
Yes, I think so, because I feel the romanticism in them. I feel romantic.
Maureen said there's such a depth of field in your pieces. This effect draws one in and causes one to look and relook.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
I never thought there was a depth. But maybe there is, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to look at here. It's beautiful. I would bid on these paintings. Does anybody want to start the bidding? I want that corner one in the left with the pink. Is that opera on the left corner?
On the left.
There to the side. Yeah, is that opera? Permanent red deep and ultramarine. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
I
Yeah.
think you bought it for 125 euros.
Done. Done.
This one. Okay, I'll sell it for you.
Buffy says that she
Angela.
uses a scanner that can scan up to 600 DPI and it would pick up all the color and texture. And so these small swatches could be enlarged for an exhibition or for my living room wall. Just
Who
saying.
said that? Who's the genius who said that?
Buffy said that. She uses an Epson scanner that can take a small
Wow.
painting and make it large.
Yeah, well, that's an absolutely gorgeous idea. I'll have to think about that. But 600, right? Not 300, 600.
Yeah.
So,
Angela, I'm just curious, like for years of doing swatches, I don't think I've ever seen like similar duplicate mixes. So I'm curious what goes into your mind when you see your tubes. Like today we talk about reds, but then you have all these beautiful mixes. What's your inspiration?
I really, the thing is that I try to connect with how I feel, my inner world. Yeah, there is a bit of mental, of course, a little bit of reasoning, because I know certain techniques, and so I try to apply them. But mainly, it's the connection with my feelings or my
Feelings.
inner self, and so and I let the brush guide me or the color guide me. Like here, okay. If I find it's too light, then I add a bit more. But I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit difficult to explain because it's more connection with. And I always listen to music that inspires me, so that helps me too, I think. So it's mainly, I think, about connection. I wouldn't know how else to explain it. Yeah. And I wanted to show you what, the two paintings that I did last week with the two papers. They were not dry yet, I know it's not the colors we're working on today, but it's about the papers only.
It's so beautiful.
Wow.
And you know, the hot pressed runs much more, but I love the texture of the cold pressed too. So we can make them granulating any paper. So it's just about you wanting to, you know, to let the color run more or not. If you had to choose one, because I would like to do some of these in big, which one would you choose? Votes, or I don't know, for this one or this one?
Is it the burnt umber with the lunar black, the middle?
This
So,
one.
yeah. Oh, and the one beside it,
Oh.
the red.
Yeah.
They're so amazing.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Laura.
Oh,
I
the
will have to
possibilities
explore.
is endless indeed for color mixes.
Yeah. There are so many
Thank you for
possibilities. The
sharing.
colors are so gorgeous that have so many opportunities of mixing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. So now we'll move back to Geo. Here we go. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, it's a mixing with old 6 color and lunar black for granulating effect, and now writing it with alizarin crimson the linus, and the white is a simple flat brush to remove the on wet the color, and then splashing here with my spray bottle for this effect. It's very simple, but it's very funny to create a marble effect. It's totally imaginary marble. I don't know if it exists in the network. It's pure fantasy, but it's very, very funny to play.
I love this marble.
Thank you. And I continue with bar number 4. Dot by dot.
Let's add in Sabina's flowers.
I was just thinking about burnt umber and how its granulation pattern kind of reminds me of leather. It's such a great color.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are we going, Sabina?
Yes.
We can see leaves now.
It's better. Yeah.
Fresh
Beautiful
roses.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just working on the chocolate and on the roses. And so I see the amazing work from you all. I love the marbles, the technique, it's amazing. And Angela, that's amazing what you make. And so I love from Lowell. I love all. That's amazing what you do with these colors, and it's amazing colors. And so we are all inspired, and I love that.
Yeah, exactly. The best thing is that we get inspiration, all of us, from
Yeah.
the other and everybody.
What's your mix for the bud on the lower right hand? The smaller bud, the smaller roses, the one on the far right, far right. Yes.
Yes, that was the coral with the alizarin crimson.
It's a pretty mix. Thank you, Sabina.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And let's have Lo back. There we go. Lo.
All right. Yeah, let me dry the gold just a little bit, and then we'll peel the tape back and see what we have. Hold on. Some places are still a little bit wet, but let's go for it.
Ooh.
But yeah, it'll seem like a terrible mess, but then all of a sudden you have these little,
What a fantastic reveal moment.
the ultimate tape reveal.
We love a good tape peel around here, don't we?
Yes, yes, it's essential to have good tape. Look at that. How wonderful.
We haven't stuck one. There we go.
Wow. I love
So
that.
yeah, now we have all these little mini pieces to draw inspiration from. I mean, the florals I always love. So this one in particular, and the way that that burnt umber moved away and I dropped in the earthy light red with that little hint of alizarin crimson. I love some of them. You could do landscapes, just pure abstracts with the geometrics like this one, little strips of gold. And the fun thing is that if you turn them around, you look at it from a whole other perspective and get new ideas, right? So it's this whole like take away the expectations and then also get inspiration at the end. So if you're ever feeling stuck, if you ever, you know, just want to sit down and plan paint for fun, to meditate, try it. Do the fun little tape game.
It's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know I'm inspired.
Definitely. Me too. I must try that.
It's good fun. Thank you.
And very freeing, right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Freeing. Sure.
So beautiful.
Thank you, Lo.
Thank
Let's
you.
see. Excuse me. Okay, I'm good now. Let's ask from our audience. We have a few minutes left. Anna, do you have anything to share today? Nothing? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Picasso. Okay. Wow.
Ah,
Nice.
that's amazing, Picasso.
Yeah,
Love
Would you
it.
that's
like to
really
share
neat.
something about your mix there,
Thank you.
Picasso?
What was the question?
Would you like to share
the-
something about this piece, your
Um,
mixes?
I use alizarin crimson, the first color.
Mhm.
The second work was this grenadino gold. Then some burnt umber. And for the green, pitalo green and undersea green for the contrast.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Love. Yeah.
Very
Thanks
nice
for playing
colors.
along.
Oh,
Love it.
very good. Yes, they work perfect together.
Thank you.
Love the way you do your shadows there with your green, I think. Green and the black. No, it's not black, right? It's
No, it's
tiny
green
brown.
with some burnt umber.
Brown, burnt umber.
Yes, yes. I try to
Beautiful.
use most of the colors today. 3 of the presented color. And this is the contrast colors.
Mhm.
The
Thank you for
folks on Facebook are
sharing.
loving that too. There's a lot of good comments over on Facebook. Be sure to go check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you. From Picasso, we will go to Erkin
Oh,
with the refreshing water.
nice.
Hello, hello, John. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Ken.
Thank you, Ethel. I want to show some of my latest paintings that I used brown and red tones. This is one of them. Burnt umber and burnt sienna here. In some minor area, I used alizarin crimson permanent, of course, and shore section again. brown tones.
Nice.
Here again, burnt umber and burnt sienna. In some darker areas, sepia I used.
I think in most of your cars, Erkin, burnt umber is there. Am I correct? Like for this effect.
Excuse me, say it again, please.
I noticed that for your car artworks, it looks like you always have a burnt umber as part of the mix. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, true. And a winterscape here again, I used brown tones on the tree and house. Again, burnt umber and burnt sienna mostly.
I think Angela has a question. Angela, was the question supposed to be for Erkin? Were you asking about the mix for the car?
For the cars, light, this section is burnt sienna. Little bit dark areas are burnt umber, and the darkest sections are sepia. And in some places here, blue, cerulean blue I used.
And Erkin, did you use buff titanium?
No, but no buff titanium. Very watery at the first.
The first layer.
Very watery burnt sienna.
Oh, thank you.
And tires, and in some darker areas, I used indigo.
Thank you, Erkin. And
Thank you.
now we have, I think, less than 2 minutes left. We'll put all the frames. Here we go. Gio, Sabina. There. Did we miss Sabina? Los. Angela's. Yes. There you go.
Very nice.
Just for a few seconds, John, I'll remove your frame so that I could have a good snip for just the artworks. There.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful colors, John. That's the secret.
Hey.
They're all so different.
Clean.
It's just amazing, John, right? Like one color theme family today red, but used in different ways. From
Yes.
food-looking subjects, floral, to rust effect, to boat effect.
Beautiful work, everybody.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
John.
Thank you,
for the
everyone.
colors.
Thanks,
You're
John.
welcome. Oh,
Thanks,
you're welcome.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Good to
super
see you.
inspiring. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
hope
Yeah,
you can
thank you,
join us
everybody.
tomorrow.
Thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Thank you,
Bye. See you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Join us
Bye.
tomorrow. It's Tomasz Fisera from Czech Republic. Don't miss it.
You'll
Yeah.
love it.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.
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 See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.